Next Thursday is polling day in Britain, the day that we cast our votes for the MEPs. In Wales there are 4 constituencies. 3 of them have been held by Labour and North Wales has been in the hands of the Conservatives. But how important, how significant are these elections? 10 years after we joined the community, we still appear uncertain about its future. Indeed, it appears that some of us would still gladly pull out. A poll commissioned by HTV, the results of which were published this week, shows that in Wales we're split down the middle on the question of whether Britain should stay in or come out of the EEC. 46% wanted to stay in, the same percentage wanted out. 8% didn't know what was best. The same poll showed that only 1/3 of the people of Wales thought the EEC elections any more important than local government elections. Not that local government elections are unimportant. What do we think of the common market? Well, the poll shows that in Wales, 70% think that Britain gets a bad deal from the EEC. 25% think we get a good deal. And this view is reflected in all parties virtually equally. And on the 40th anniversary of D-Day, allegiances have switched. 32% think that Germany is the most friendly country towards Britain. And the least friendly, well, surprise, surprise, 67% think it's France. Britain has a notoriously low turnout at EEC polls, but our own poll shows that Labour supporters are more likely to vote this time and is linked to the rise in the Labour vote since 1983. In the studio to discuss the real poll, which, as I said earlier, is next week, we have representatives of the parties contesting the Euro seats, and also here is my colleague Barry Jones of the Department of Politics at University College Cardiff. We'll hear from them in a moment. First, though, we hear from the people of Merthyr Tydfil and the people of Brecon.
Do you know where they are?
No, I haven't got a clue. Sorry.
Do you know what's the name of this constituency?
No, I haven't got a clue.
Do you know what the European Parliament is?
No,
Have you ever been in touch with your local member of Parliament for Europe?
no.
What's your opinion of the EEC?
Haven't got one.
Do you know what the name of this constituency is for the election?
You don't, you? I haven't heard nothing talk about it, have I?
It's covering the West Wales, isn't it?
East Glamorgan, I guess. East Glamorgan, we're on.
Have you got any idea how many countries are in the EEC?
48, isn't it?
No,
20?
no, not 48.
Near enough.
No, it's about 18, I think it is.
Do you know anything about the work of the European Parliament over the last 5 years?
A little.
What do you know?
Oh, very little.
I think we'd all vote to come out of it.
I would anyway.
I put a cross to go in. I was thinking that the benefits you're going to have now by being a European. You know, we'd be trading with each other without the sex of duty. But now, instead of going less, it's treble.
Do you feel there's much interest in the European elections in this country?
None at all. I haven't heard a soul talk about them, actually.
Since when have you been here?
I've only been here 2 days back. But I don't get the impression people are very interested.
Why do you think that is?
They can't see any connection with what affects them, what affects their life, I suppose. Europe's a long way away and it means nothing to them.
Have you any idea at all about how many countries are in the EEC at the moment?
11, isn't it?
I don't know, I haven't a clue.
Well, they seem to make a most almighty mess of most things. The government can't manage the economies of this country, and the European Parliament seems unable to manage the affairs of Europe.
Do you feel there's much public interest concerning the elections?
Pretty well complete lethargy, isn't it?